Hi, today on Catherine Learns Stuff, I'm going to walk you through how to make these simple favorite gift boxes. So let's jump in. For the supplies needed for this project, all you're going to need is your glue and a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. I'm going to use a shiny one that I've got. It doesn't have to have any particular design on it. The one thing I will point out is that if you are doing a bunch of these boxes, you want to be able to have some sort of a repeating pattern that doesn't need to have a top or a side in any particular direction. That way the boxes will look pretty no matter what. So I'm quickly going to walk you through how to use the SVG file that I've created so that we can put these files into our Cricut and cut them out nicely. So I'll meet you over at my computer. So what I've done for this project is I've actually created my own SVG file, which you can access at my shop. I've left a link for that below in the description. And once you have a copy of that, simply select your upload button in Cricut Design Space, and we're going to select the upload image again. Now I'm just going to copy and drag this file over. And it might not show up here for some reason. It's Cricut Design Space is being a bit finicky, but it is there. So we're just going to click continue. And again, we're going to click continue here. It will show up on our screen. It's just being weird today. So you'll notice here with the file that we've imported into Cricut Design Space, the file size is really large. What you want to do is you want to change this to 8 inches wide. And that's going to give us the size that we want for sort of the optimal box size. Now, what we need to do is there's just a few little things that we want to do. So you'll notice here in our layers panel, I've got a bunch of these lines. I want to select all of these lines here, and I want to change them from a basic cut to a score line. And now that those are all selected, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this all together, and now I've got my box ready to go. So it's going to cut out the doves in the box itself, and it's going to score all these dashed lines. And I'm going to simply copy and paste this and make 2 of these. Now at the 8-inch wide dimensions, this is going to give me 2 pieces that will fit perfectly onto a cutting mat if Cricut Design Space cooperate. If I flip them upside down and I move the second one over here onto my first page, move to my first page, I can fit 2 of these guys onto one 12 by 12 sheet. And that's pretty much the best that I can do with a 12 by 12 sheet with the 8-inch dimensions here for the width, which I personally, after making several boxes, I think is probably the best size that we can get. So I'm going to just select continue, and I'm going to cut these out, and I'll meet you at my workstation. So I've gone ahead and cut these out. I changed the paper because I thought this one was a nicer design for a sort of an any-day generic gift box, and the holographic design on it's pretty cool. So I've got 2 on this 12 by 12, and the way that I've set them up on my sheet, I've got this whole piece of cardstock that I can save for other projects. So we're going to take this off of our mat, and we're going to quickly start to assemble these. So now that I've pulled the gift box off of my cutting mat, I'm going to quickly start assembling this. The first thing I want to do is we want to find these score lines, and we want to fold the box this way. I find that folding this section first is easiest, and then we're going to fold the sides next. So you want to fold it like this first, and then we're going to fold the tops and the bottoms. So once we have this all folded, we're going to uncurl a little bit, and we're going to put some glue onto this side here. And we're going to fold this on top so that it sticks. I'm just going to hold this down for a few moments so that it sticks nicely, and once I feel that it's adhered enough, we're going to continue assembling. So now that that part is on, what we're going to do is we're going to fold these flaps down, and we're going to apply glue to them here. Now I like to be generous with glue, And we're going to apply glue to the sides as well. And then we're just going to fold this closed. And you want to hold the inside of the box down. You can do that with your finger, but if you have short fingers like me, you can just put the glue bottle inside there to hold it for a second. This glue doesn't take very long to dry, so you don't need to leave it in there for very long. And now the last thing that we need to do is we're just going to fold this over, and we've got these cut lines here at the front of this one dove and at the back of the other dove, and these two line up and go into each other so that we can close the box. Just like so. So the last thing we can do is we can get this crinkle cut shredded paper, and we can just put it into the bottom of our boxes if we'd like, and this can be matched to the theme of your party. You can throw in a little candy inside or whatever you're giving out as your favors and close them up. And now our gift boxes are done. When I made these boxes and when I designed them, I thought an 8-inch width would be sort of the best. That fits a decent sized candy inside with some crinkle cut paper. But if you want to maximize your paper usage, or you just like different sizes, by all means, we can just switch this size down. And I wanted to show you here quickly, if I do a 6.5-inch box, I can actually duplicate this twice, and I can fit 3 onto a cutting mat. So I have to just do a little bit of moving around to get everything to fit, but if I play my cards right, I can actually fit 3 onto a cutting mat at the 6.5-inch size. And I'm just going to show this to you so that you don't think that I'm totally lying to you. So you can fit 3 on there, and if you place this accordingly, you can at least sort of save this piece of paper at the bottom for scraps. So that's the 6.5-inch size. Now if I go back here, and I'm going to delete these two, and I'm going to change this to a 7.75-inch width. A little bit bigger, not a huge amount bigger, but a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing and make these here. Again, if I move this around, I can fit 2 onto a sheet, but I cannot fit 3. I'm going to move this up. I'm going to put this up here and move this here. But you'll notice I've only sort of got 4 inches of space here, and I really need kind of 5.5, 6 to get the doves in here. So I can fit 2 again on this with this size of 7 3/4 inches, but it's not a huge saving of space, and for the difference in size box, I would go with an 8-inch on that one. So there's your 2 other options for box sizes if you'd like, and I'll show you some final products of those as well. So what I have here are the 3 different sizes of boxes that I made, just to show you different examples. So this is the 8-inch width box, this is the 7 3/4 inch box, and this is the 6-inch box. Now each of these can fit in some sort of a treat, and they all fold and work nicely. I found that this 8-inch size works the best. They all have nice design, they all fit nicely with a little treat. The smaller ones will have a hard time getting the crinkle cut shredded paper into there, but you don't need to add anything in there. You can have it just with your favor inside, or you can have them as little gift boxes for friends and family, and you've got different options for designs. And there you have it. We've successfully completed our simple favor gift boxes. I've left details for all the products that I've used in the description below. I've also left a link to my website where you can get access to this SVG file to make this favor gift box. If you tried this project, make sure you leave a comment below and let me know how it went. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.